Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today's session is on portrait. I welcome you. If you are joining for the first time, we have live sessions every week, and today we will do a very fast watercolor landscape. So stay connected and please subscribe the channel if you have still not subscribed. I have done a rough sketch of what I am trying to make, and the colors will be very light. It will be a loose sort of watercolor where the color use will be very less, but the effect will be broad. So I am starting. So when we use watercolor, we should keep one thing in mind, that we should not use too much of dark shade. So I want to keep this area, the upper area, with sky. So I have applied the shade. Now watercolors have an advantage. And they have not a disadvantage, I would say, but then they have to be done with care. But if you are good in watercolors, then the other medium will become easier for you. So if you want to really learn other medium, oil or acrylics, then you should first focus on doing your watercolors properly. Now these are the clouds which I want to create. The edge of the clouds are blue, but there is an edge of gray also. So just observe how it is done. Then this portion is the white sky. Here in the background there is a bit of blue. Now this side is having trees, and on both the sides. Now I am moving on to the lower area, and the shades which I am using, they are based on a color chart which I always explain, that this is a color chart which I am using, in which the different shades cards you can see. So when I am using green, I have a choice of making all different types of green, and these green and the colors are based on mixing of some colors. These colors are on the left side and their mixture is shown here. So I will put a link of this video below this. You will be able to use it, and it will is going to be a very useful tool for you. The color chart helps us to select the color which we want. Now this is a sort of slope on the sides, and there will be a different shade also, but initially first I have to apply this one. Now on this side there is a bit of slope, now apply a light tone, keep the first layer light. After that you can make a change. Now this is near us, and this area is slightly far away, so here the color will be very light. So basically I will put a layer and then I will wash it on the towards the top. There is light color to be used in this, and the color use is varying from places. Here there is a bit of chrome and green, and the area has to be shown that it is far away. And there is very less use of color. Now we'll come to the water. The use of blue is very light here, so I have to first apply first layer, and I will keep some areas very light. Now this is first layer which will create the base for the water. This is a sort of a lake where the water is not moving, so we will not show ripples, but we will show blue effect, which is showing the reflection of the clouds. The first layer is applied, and then we wait for the colors to dry, and then we move on to the area where the color is dried. Now this area has slightly dried. Now I am moving the brush and giving details side by side. So just have to move the brush softly, and the effect will be automatically taken off if you are moving the brush. You can watch the movement of the brush. This is to be done in such a way that I want to create that this is the depth in it. Here there are some trees. Before that, the bottom of the tree is having some bushes. So you will see that the drawing will be done without much detail. This is a shadow which I have created of the tree. Now this much I have done. I can move it because there is not detail to be done. This is just a land where there is a slope and there is use of yellow ochre, and I am using blue and yellow ochre mixed. This is the edge of the slope, and when I create a soft and a dark contrast together, it gives appearance of that it is a daytime. Now here there are some bushes, so there is use of yellow ochre, a little bit of black and a little bit of brown. If you see from a distance, it will give an appearance that there is a the objects and the tree and things are far away. Now the tree I am doing with the same shade, but they will be the tree is having branches which are having less leaves. So you can use a thin brush, like I am using a thin round brush. Toward the lower side there is a shadow also. So first a layer I am applying, after that I will be giving some detail. Now this is another slope which is at the far away, so here the effect will be soft. And this area which is far away, to create depth, this is what I will do. The use of yellow ochre is there, but we change the amount of blue mixed in it. At some places there will be dark, some places it will be light. So it is giving depth. You can see that this area from here it is giving a depth, and nothing much has been done, but still the effect you can see. Now the trees which are there in this portion, there is a small now alternate shades, somewhere it is light and somewhere it is dark. Here the trees will be small and they will be having a mixed shade of dark and light. The dark area in the tree will help us in getting daytime effect, and the light will help us in getting the daytime effect. The dark will help also in daytime effect. It will show that there is some reflection. So this is a background which has been created. Now I have some trees on this side also. Now just near the edge bottom of the tree there is a bush which I have to create, and here there are some green areas, but they will be again in slope. So there is the yellow ochre is helping me to keep the drawing light, and I am washing the mixing and I am moving the color with the help of brush, and it is just water. There is not too much of color. Now the upper part of the branches will be thin, so that you have to see that branches in the upper part should be thin. In the lower side they will be slightly broad. Now use a bigger brush and use the same thing. Use a bit of blue, yellow ochre, and the shading in the leaves will be done the way I am showing you. You don't have to give too much detail. And if you see that the effect, you must have got it, that why I am keeping the colors light. They will help me in creating a bright day effect. Even the part which I am doing now, here the color use will be the trees are having light tone. This is just a patch which we want to do it. This will be the patchwork is not actually patch, but it is actually a soft tone of the color which is useful in creating a depth in the drawing. Now these are all small trees. Here there are big ones. Toward the upper side, the same color will become light blue, and the leaves again are not to be shown in detail because this is a faded effect. There is use of very less blue. I have told you that we'll finish the drawing fast because the colors are to be shown in such a way that the drawing is there, but the colors are very soft. Now the upper part I have to do with a little bit of blue. So in watercolors, the effect comes out both by doing a realistic one as well as knowing that how do you use minimum color and create an effect. So I am not using too much of color. You can see this is just a effect with the use of more of the water. Now just I am dipping the brush in color and more of the water. Now you can vary some shade here. There is a little red I am adding. Now the water is the main thing. We will come to the water. Some dark areas help to create an effect of shadow. Now let's come to the water. In this area there is reflection of tree. So there is a tree here. The reflection of this tree will come here. Now there is not an object around, but there are few things which will be reflected. There is a tree here. It will be shown here also. There is a tree. So this much is enough. We don't have to give too much of detail, but blue stroke is required, which will be showing the reflection of the sky. So it will come like this with soft now you can see the effect is there. And we will be able to finish it fast. This the lower area I want to show. This here, this is closer to the eye. So here there will be some dark shades. So keep the yellow ochre with the drawing, whatever color you are using. Wherever you are using a shade, you have to use a tint of yellow ochre. Now the blue thing and the dark shades which I am applying now, they are creating the effect of drawing with depth. The blue is there, it has created an effect of the water is still. This is near my eye, so here it will be slightly darker. So the water is there, but we have to create effect of slight flow of water. So therefore the lines are important, which has to be done. Now this side, the drawing has got major portion has been done. Now highlight I would say a dark tone has to be applied on one side. This dark tone will help in lifting the drawing. Now here just some strokes of dark. Now one thing important is there is a hedge, a boundary sort is there. This boundary will help in giving life to the drawing. Now just softly we will do it. Now this is just to make it have a realistic and a natural look, and it will not end till the it will not be till the edge, only some portions. Now the far away thing will not have too much of dark. The darkness will be there, but it will be very less. So the major drawing has been done. If you have liked it, if you have enjoyed and learned, please give a like to this video, and definitely subscribe the channel, and do give your comments below. Your comments matter. So you have watched it, you can try this drawing which you have seen, and you can send the work like many people do it. So you can watch, send your drawing for any guidance you need, that will be done. Now have a look. There is less use of blue. Blue is there, but the blue has been just for the effect of water. There is no flow of water. So if you have liked it, give a like to this, and stay connected for more on the live sessions. Every week we have. See you in the next session. Goodbye and take care.